So, first topic, Valentine's Day. This is not even the first topic, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm with the fuckery, so like I want to get straight to it. Poundland are selling vibrators. They're selling vibrators.
Okay.
Hey Kobe, how much is it?
For £5.
£5 vibrators.
Yeah.
At Poundland. So I want to know, like, from a girl's perspective, like, is that even a viable option? Like, would you prefer to go and find something out there? Do you know, go to the club, go find a guy? Do you know what I mean? Have a one night stand if you're a single girl, or like if you're a girl that is in a relationship. Would you even accept that as a present? Do you know what I mean?
I think a vibrator is a bit much.
It's a bit much.
It's just a bit much. But I mean, if you're single and, you know, you're not having sex, that's the option, obviously, to please yourself.
Well, I mean, listen, I think if
because if you haven't got anyone, you're not having sex at the end of the day. You're not going out there to look for sex. No, I'm just saying, there's some people just don't want to have sex. So.
Okay, fair enough.
What's the word? Some people might be
celibate.
Celibate.
Abstaining.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd go to Ansamias or something.
So would you be like? So let's just say there's Mr. Lance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, Lance, happy Valentine's Day, my baby. And he drops the £5 vibrator. You could think, rah, like what? You could spend a little more on me, or
hell yeah.
For real.
For real.
£5.
If you're gonna give me a vibrator, you need to give me a special one.
£5 a lot of money.
You need to give me a special vibrator, not no £5 one.
No, £5 one.
But I mean, if you're on a budget, like, I mean,
£20.
£20?
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on how it looks. I'm not gonna lie. If the vibrator looks amazing and you know it has everything it has, I'm good. I'm saving it.
So what I want to know now, Valentine's Day, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Currently have no plans because obviously as my girls supposed to go out, but as it's getting closer I'm noticing people are getting quiet because they got plans of their own. So they're trying to leave me hanging by myself for Valentine's Day. But yeah, for now there's no plans.
Hold on, how old are you?
24.
You're 24? Alright, listen, I got some guys around your age group that can, don't worry, your gut.
So with my girls on a really nice dinner, you know.
Well, you said your girls are gonna bail out, man. So.
I feel like they are because everyone's giving me the, I'll get back to you. And you know what that means? It's like basically I'm waiting for someone to ask me out.
Right, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure someone will ask me. I'm 100% sure.
You sure?
I'm 100. I'll ask you. What are you doing for Valentine's?
I've been single for a very long time.
What are you doing for Valentine's? I'll take
Nothing.
you out. Fuck it, let's go dinner.
Deal?
Yeah? Deal. Oh, Pinky.
Where are you taking me?
I'm taking you Morley's.
Nah, I'm gonna go.
Don't let this fool you.
I mean, to a certain degree, yeah. And I've been in relationships where, you know, I've been at my last two, do you know what I mean? And that girl's come through for me, do you understand? But I feel like it's almost like once you expose that side of yourself, a lot of the time, that's just basically putting a time limit on a relationship, do you know what I mean? So it's
Why
like,
is that though?
I couldn't tell you, man, but I mean, look, I used to be in some difficult situations and financially, and the girls that helped me through it, they're here as friends, but they've ultimately moved on to someone else. Does that make sense? None of the girls that I've had when I was broke have stayed around. They've all moved on to someone else, and then maybe they appreciated me as a person and they thought like Jahmal's cool or whatever, but they've all gone for the lifestyle. Does that make sense? Okay. They've all gone for, you know, holiday, car, fuck a Uber. I mean, I'm fuck. My bridges be like Jahmal bougie because I take Uber everywhere, man. I'm like fuck a bus. You understand what I'm trying to say? Fuck a train, man. I can't do that shit. And people think I'm bougie, but then think about it in this way: a man will still buy a German, or a man will still buy a car where you know is called prestige. You understand what I'm trying to say? So girls will go for that type of lifestyle. Me, I rent that lifestyle for fucking half an hour to get from A to B. You understand? Them man, I live a lifestyle, regardless of the consequences. So people go for, I mean, even the fuckery is, I know this is a bit off the subject, but even man them will see another guy in a nice car and be like, yeah, I want him to be my older. I want him to be my friend. I want him to take me to the party just because of the image. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
People are, it's like, when we look at it, I personally feel like people are in love, not with the person, but with the image, with the material things around that person. So with your definition of love, that's beautiful. And I wish that there was more people that.
But there is. Like maybe you're just not looking in, because there are people. I'm telling you, like my friends, their love is amazing, and the love we have for each other is amazing, and that's how I know it exists. Even though we're living in a society where a lot of people don't think like that, there's still some people. So there's hope.
So where do we gotta look?
I don't know. I wouldn't say dating apps, that's for sure. No.
No Tinder now, yeah? Fuck a Tinder.
Nope.
Fuck a Badoo.
I've had some very bad experiences with dating apps. Like, no.
Which ones have you been on?
Tinder, the Badoo one, I tried that as well, but had some weird people.
Is fucking trash.
Had weird people contact me.
Trash.
I tried, what's it called? Weird people.
I get hella fat bitches on Tinder. Hella. I'll be like, yo, sometimes I'll be like, man, I need to train myself to like fat women. That way I can be macking.
Why do you keep swiping them though?
Exactly.
I'll swipe yes for everything.
It's weird though, because it's like, if not dating apps, then where else?
No, you gotta do it the old school way, man. You gotta be
shopping center.
Yeah, shopping centers are good.
What, like stand around and just wait for someone?
Chirps and girls.
Big man thing, like I honestly feel like the niggas that are still on the shit on their game, they gonna see you main road 10 o'clock in the rascal morning, yeah, with your fucking work uniform on, and then be like, no makeup, your hair's looking fucking wild than the motherfucking bushman, yeah, and they gonna be like, Rob, babe, you look nice, you know. The way how you just, you know what I'm trying to say? Start lyrics and you're like, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, those are the real, you know, I personally, that's what I feel like. Those are the real hitters.
Is that you, Jahmal?
That's what I mean. He's talking about himself.
Of course. 10 o'clock in the last time morning, imagine you're a nurse and I see you just finished your shift. You're on your way home. You're bad. You've done a fucking 12-hour shift and shit. Like, damn, girl, you're looking good.
You can take care of me.
You know what I'm saying? You a nurse? My arm's been hurting me lately.
I'm sure she's gonna look at you like, what's this for?
But the thing that made you laugh, it made you happy, it made you smile.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A real gallus, I'm not a gallus. But
are you sure?
A real gallus will be like, yeah, I gotta make her happy. Because at the end of the day, happiness is currency. Do you understand? If you can make someone happy, then, I don't know, I'm not expert in this shit, but I feel like if you can make someone happy, even if it's for the moment, then that girl will feel like, you know what, this guy has the ability to change my mood. That's fucking very, I don't know, it's important. I don't know if it's rare, but it's important. A girl needs, like, maybe I'm gonna show over this if I say this here, but I feel like if you're a guy that can change a girl's mood, the girl will be like, raw, you know what, I'm a girl, I'm all over the place. I have my period, I'm fucking angry at everyone. I go through lows and highs for the same day. If I can have that guy when I come home and he's like, baby man, you look so nice and rooted tear and your skin's soft. And
he's not gonna be like that all the time.
Oh, well, I mean, people not the same, do you know what I mean? But just that ability is attractive. I feel.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
I feel like that's attractive. So I feel like that's the real hitters. Those guys who can make a girl happy. Do you understand? I really, really, really have a problem with people that just throw money and lifestyle at a problem. Outside of love, anything, like you can't just throw money at shit. You need to have interpersonal skills. I don't know, but that's what I feel.
So what would you say?
You have to make a decision to say, I'm going to be with this person, I love this person, or.
I feel like it's for anyone. You can't just say, well, love at first sight, I don't know if that actually exists.
I think you're a hoe if you believe in love at first sight. I think you might just be a hoe.
What do you believe? Love at first sight?
Seriously?
No.
Yeah, Kobe, you're a hoe.
Seriously?
I'm sorry to be that guy, man.
I think I do still, I'm not gonna lie.
Don't worry about you.
We've had a very deep, insightful conversation. What you like and what I like. I've done most of the talking. I apologize.
It's fine, you talk about it. It's fine.
But I want to know more about you as a person. You as a career woman. I understand you're into fashion. You're a designer. I've seen your Instagram. Looks fucking fire. You need to make some men shit so I can get into that.
So many people have said to me over and over again, like, when are you doing menswear? When are you doing menswear? And I'm like, I might be. But I might be this year because last year actually, I met a very, very, very good artist. He does like these amazing like oil paintings,
Right.
really big. And I can definitely see myself using them as prints. So I could make them into like tailored suits and houses and silk scarves and blouses as well for women. So
Wow.
we've had a discussion anyway, and he said he's definitely interested in me designing with his art piece. So hopefully, fingers crossed,
Fingers crossed. I'm trying to get my modeling career popping.
go for it.
So I wanna like I've had like some questions about fashion for a minute now. Like I kind of want to get an understanding of the differences between, you know, the normal world, if I call it that, and the fashion world. 'Cause I understand there are differences, and like there are some things that are acceptable in the fashion world that are crazy in the normal world, and vice versa. So my thing is that urban, I don't like urban. I don't like the way it's been used. I don't like it the way it's been portrayed. I just want to get a little understanding of what the fashion world understands as urban.
Urban is definitely like more of the lower end of fashion when you're ranking it up from high street to premium to luxury. Then you have urban is like the lowest basically.
Right.
So that falls into the lower price point, of course.
Okay.
When you say urban, it's, you know, it's like your streetwear brands. It's streetwear. It's your tracksuits. It's your hoodies. It's your
Right.
t-shirts. It's casual wear basically. But obviously, like I said, it falls into that bracket of the lower end, the casual, everyday, affordable, really affordable. But no, a lot of high street brands, like you said,
G-Star's one of
G-Star's one of them.
H&M's another one.
Yeah.
I think Topman to a certain degree is.
I wouldn't say it's a bad thing though. Like, I understand it's a bit frustrating because the word urban is used. What's the word? It's kind of like, it's overused basically.
Yeah.
They use it in music as well, calling certain things urban when it's not urban.
Yeah.
But I guess it's breaking down the styles. It's breaking down the trends. I was designing anyway, but I launched on Instagram a few designs at that time. And luckily, like literally, it was just through Instagram that I got my first show just after Fashion Week.
Okay.
With it was a team for new designers. So she wanted me, at the time I didn't even have a collection, it was literally just like 3 pieces
Yeah.
that I'd made and put on Instagram, and she contacted me and she was like, that's amazing, would love to be a part of Fashion Week, blah blah blah, so have you got a collection? This show was like 2 weeks from when she messaged me, and I didn't have a collection ready.
She had 2 weeks to make
I
a
had
collection.
2 weeks to make a full collection. I was shitting myself. I didn't know what to do, but I was like, you know what, I want to be a part of this. So yeah, from there, did the show, had the collection. Again, was like going to networking events, meeting different people, start collaborating with photographers, stylists, models, all that stuff for content and stuff. And then the brand is literally just built from there.
Wow.
Ever since. I've been published in magazines. Yeah, influencers, they're there, but they wear my stuff, I guess. A lot of collaborations that have taken me to places where now I'm getting invited to certain things that I would never be invited to. It's
Right.
just like, okay. It's been a challenge though, I can't lie to you.
So
Like,
what do you mean a challenge? Like
it's challenging, like it's crazy because I understand like you can be the most talented person, but this industry is definitely based on who you know.
right.
Like it's all connections. So it's hard when you don't know people anyway, but it's like it's good because you know one person that will hopefully introduce you to another person, but it's the hope
Yeah.
that they will introduce you. So either way, you still have to work your ass off regardless.
Right.
And for me, it's been a blessing because along the way I've met so many other designers that are more or less in the same market as I am and are on the same path as I am as well. So rather than me doing this alone, it's like I've got a community around me now where I'm like, okay, I've learned from experiences. Like I've been a part of showrooms and stuff, and it hasn't worked out because they've tried to take advantage of me.
Okay.
Because I'm a small brand as well.
Yeah.
So it has its advantages, but growing into this industry is there's so many stuff that you're facing that you're just like, shit, like why? Just because I'm a small brand. Showroom.
Yeah.
Oh, so showroom is like, so basically, for example, I'll have like my products.
Right.
And the showroom is basically, it's like PR. So they have all the connections to come into the showroom, come into the room, for example, and show people your products. So that's buyers, that's stylists, that's anyone. And that basically gets you whoever, the buyers, the stockist for different companies.
Hold on a second. Sorry, let me cut you right there.
Yeah.
So just say you're doing a showroom. I guess it's like a presentation or some kind.
Yeah, literally. It's
So-
a presentation.
If a buyer was to come to your show and be like, I like your design, I want to incorporate your design in my next season,
Hmm.
that's something that can get done?
Yeah, in the showroom.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, so literally like you could just have a buyer from any brand just come to your showroom and just be like, okay,
Yeah.
look, we like
But the
your shit.
showrooms are separate, just like PR. So if I give my stuff to a PR company, mainly PR is for all media and stuff like that. So they're the ones that get in contact with stylists and celebrity stars and stuff.
Right.
With the showroom, it's the same, but it's more for buyers as well. So buyers can come, view the collection, contact the designer directly, and discuss whether they want to stock and stuff like that as well.
And who organises the showroom?
That's some big
These different agencies. So I was
Okay.
with Wear the Gift for 3 months, and what happened to me is that they took my stuff, and obviously in the beginning again, it's all part of a learning process. So I didn't know much about contracts and stuff like that, and legal stuff. So you know, but you know what? It's like you learn along the way, and now I know what I know. So I know that no one can take advantage of me now. But at the time, I still had the contract, and I agreed to give them my stuff in exchange for credit and stuff like that. And whoever's using my stuff to credit, make sure brand awareness is most important out of it. They didn't credit me for anything. They had my stuff, given it to so many different people, and it was just by luck that I was seeing it across staff, and I was never getting credited. So as far as I'm concerned, 3 months has gone by, and my brand is out there, but no one knows.
Yeah.
So I terminated the contract, and I had to wait 2 months to get my stuff back because they just weren't giving it to me. They were holding onto my stuff. I don't know why. So it started making me think: are they selling my stuff to people, or they giving it to China or something? You just don't know what people are doing. And then another designer, her stuff actually got ruined, and they refused to pay for it and all this stuff. So it's a lot of stuff that happens in this industry that you're just thinking, it's really deep. Like it's tough, but I guess you have to go through it. You can't really skip it. And then the thing is as well for PR, it's like, not to say, like PR is great, but when you read into the contracts, you have to say to yourself, okay, is this going to benefit me for the money first of all and for my time? And part of it is, the thing is, if you're a new brand, they don't necessarily choose you. You can't say, okay, Beyonce is definitely wearing my stuff because I'm with this PR company and they have connections. It's whether or not Beyonce wants to wear my stuff, regardless, and whether or not they have the budget. I don't necessarily know how it works in-house, but I know that based on the designer and the products, the PR have the right to accept or dismiss the client that is coming to want to rent the stuff, basically.
Right.
And they can say, oh no, I don't want that person wearing it. You can get Taylor Swift to wear my stuff, but Beyonce, no. I wouldn't know that though, because they didn't tell me.
They wouldn't tell you.
No.
That's nasty.
Yeah, let's just say the industry is great and I love it, but I've definitely seen some, even at this stage, I've definitely seen some low stuff.
That's nasty.
But
Well, you think that
it's
such an industry that makes so much money, and an industry that has such a mental hold on people. Do you understand? Like something that, where, for example, if we look at the Italian fashion houses, you have like what, D&G, well, Chanel was French, isn't it? Louis Vuitton, that's French as well. Okay, shit, I don't know. But listen, the big name designers, the big name brands, right? They have such a hold where literally, maybe 2 years ago now, it was Fendi. Everything was fucking Fendi. Fendi belt, Fendi scarf, Fendi shirt, Fendi trousers. Everything's fucking Fendi, bro. Then the next year, suddenly Chanel take back over, or Louis Vuitton with the prints and that type of shit. They take back over. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it's like, these people hold power over the designers because, listen, Louis Vuitton dead. Coco Chanel dead. Yves Saint Laurent dead. All these niggas, they ain't even alive no more. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Still relevant though.
I know, but I'm saying these people are not picking.
Yeah.
And these people are like, okay, look, this is my designer. This is my friend. This is my my protege. This is my guy. He gonna design this shit, and I'm gonna use my brand to propel his shit to the next level. These people are dead. These people are not even in control of their company. Their families are probably not even in control of the company. This is some random designer.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it's like, these people are coming with the power of a brand, but as an individual. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're 100% right.
And they're like, I like this, I like that, I like that. But fuck that. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Like the business savvy is very important. I didn't come from a business background, so I'm learning business as I'm, the other way around. But I think if I was to start again, I would definitely focus on more of a business mindset because I've naturally got the creative mindset. So it's that. But I think definitely in this industry, it's business. I think fashion came out of the industry a long time ago, and it became more business, and that's why there's a lot more designers now that are still trying to make it. Everyone's emerging, everyone is emerging because no one cares about fashion anymore. Fashion is a recycle thing. There's boutiques everywhere now that are doing the same thing. But I think if you know how to market yourself properly, if you know there's a niche in the market, like you'll get there eventually.
One thing when you're saying this made me think of one person is Virgil Abloh, Off-White, where I've heard his story. He doesn't come from a fashion background. Maybe shoot myself in the foot when I say this. I don't know. But from what I've heard or seen of him, he don't know shit about fashion. My guy decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna print some t-shirts and then make Kanye wear that shit. Make Pusha T wear that shit. Make Big Sean wear that shit. And people bought it in the thousands. And he be charging stupidness. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
But this is how it works. That's what I'm saying. All the bloggers, influencers, celebrities, they're the new magazine. They're the it people. So for me, if Beyonce's wearing my stuff tomorrow, I'm not worried. My stuff's sold out.
Wow.
Because it's Beyonce. Look at Rihanna. Rihanna wears some crazy ass designers, but it's Rihanna. So people are buying it.
People buy that shit. And it's sad, bro, because it's like there are people, like, in any industry, any field, anything you go, like any niche in the world, fam, there's people that put their blood, sweat, and tears into this shit, fam. But there's always someone that's a little bit smarter, or a little bit more business savvy, or a little bit more hooked up, that will come and rinse you, fam.
This is the thing.
Do you understand? And the fuckery is that I'm not saying I know, so please correct me if I'm wrong. The designers we look up to, they were fucking shagged, fam. Coco Chanel got fucking shagged. She had to team up the Nazi party, the Nazis, my nigga, just to get her shit popping. These type of people, even in fashion, is so nasty, bro.
What wasn't it Prada the other? Was it last year or a couple? Yeah, it was definitely last year. But they did the keychain of that Gollywog thing.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see it?
No.
You didn't? Did you see it?
I don't know, but I know Tommy back in the day in the early 2000s. Tommy was like, he don't want niggas to wear his shit.
Oh yeah, but
Tommy,
everyone knows that.
I ain't wearing your shit. I'm good. I ain't wearing your shit, bro.
No, but
You know you want to get into fashion, but you don't really know how to start or who to talk to. So I wanna like get a little bit of advice to give to these people as to what they want to do.
I definitely say the options of internships
Right.
and shadowing people, or shadowing, assisting, same thing. Definitely start off with that because that's how you gain as much experience as possible. And then definitely networking is like the number one thing. That is gold.
So where should they be networking? Because that's the thing where I hear a lot of networking, but I mean you can network at your local petrol station. You know what I mean? Like, where do you want to network?
You've got the internet literally, so you want to find out what events are happening, and if it's not like the industry events, even if it's like a seminar, for example, where they're teaching about how to get into the industry, or you have industry people like stylists and stuff come on as a panel and they talk about their journey and their experiences. Definitely get involved in just attending that, because that way you're involved, you're meeting people, like-minded people as well, and you can build something literally from there.
Okay, so
build your connections from there.
What I want to know is, how do you, like, if you're somebody that's not involved in the fashion industry, you don't know, then what do you say? Like, if you see someone, you go to a seminar now, you got your ticket, you got your little swag on, boom, 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 whatever, and you see someone, you're like, rah, that swag's hot, let me go chat to them. How do you open the conversation? How do you let them know that you're in the industry as well and you want to collaborate, or you're just trying to be friendly or whatever? Like, how do you open the conversation with these type of people?
Simply speak up. I would either say, if you have a business card, it doesn't have to be a business card for your own company or anything, but a simple business card where it has your email address, your full name and what you do. Have that where, you can introduce yourself to the person, let them know you're starting off in the industry, you're really, you're really eager to get some sort of inspiration and experience. So that way it's like, okay, firsthand, you never know who you meet at these networking events. I wouldn't take them for granted, because there's someone that knows someone at the end of the day. Right. This is how it works. So go there. If you don't have a business card, it's simply you go there, you speak up. This is who I am. I don't know a lot about the industry, don't know a lot about the skills and what I'm interested in, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to shadow. Do you know anyone? If that person doesn't know anyone, it doesn't mean that that person doesn't know somebody else that can help you. Yeah. So it's just simply about having the courage to introduce yourself and simply state what it is that you want to do.
I feel like it's nerve-wracking.
It is nerve-wracking. I was not a confident person in the beginning, and I was so scared to just speak up about what I do and who I am. But if you don't ask, you do not get.
It's very true.
It's as simple as it is.
It's very true. I feel like, in my experience, that a lot of people, they meet somebody, and off the bat, like, for example, if a normal person meet, they'll say, hey, my name is so-and-so. Hey, okay, yeah, nice to meet you. My name is boom, boom, boom. Do you want to go for a drink? Do you want to do? In the fashion industry, tell me if I'm wrong, but it's very much like, my name is so-and-so, I'm verified on Instagram, I'm verified on this, boom, 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 boom. I've got this, I've worked with that person, boom, 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 boom. It's like an overload of information. Now for me, personally, I find it very corny. I'm like, just fucking relaxing it. But I mean, in the fashion industry, is that something that you would aim to do, like kind of just reel off your CV as you're talking to somebody, or do you want to, like, how would you approach it?
Be yourself. No one wants to know who you've worked for in the past if you're looking to work with them, for example. So be yourself, let them know what it is that you do. If you know them, if you know the work that they do already, speak about that. I love the way, you style this certain celebrity or whatever it is, but just be yourself. And offer for them to, take get their contact details. Do not leave that place without their contact details.
Right.
Even if it's an exchange of their social media, their email address, or if luckily you get their phone number. But do not leave that place without some form of contact, because that's what's going to get you to the next place. Do you get what I mean?
I mean, it sounds, do you know what, it sounds like a bit like, when you go to the club. And you know,
Oh,
I mean, to me, it sounds like the same thing in terms of you just want to get contact, so you know that at a later date.
With a purpose, because you don't
Yeah.
want to be talking to the right person and not know what it is that you want from them. Because
Right.
they're going to be like, well, okay, yeah, you're an aspiring fashion designer, and what? What?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm
So
not.
you need to know, okay, I'm coming here, I'm seeing this person, say you know the person that's on the panel.
Yeah.
Do your research about them. Okay, what is it that they do? How long have they been in the industry? You know, who are they working with at the moment? When you're there, take notes on, you know, what it is that they're saying, so that gives you some sort of conversation to take back to them when you speak to them after the panel, for example. You've got your Instagram open there and then, just be like, hey, you can look at my Instagram. That's what I do. You know, if I don't have my lookbook, hey, look at my Instagram.
So how do you? I would say it's also that I've met a lot of people that they don't have thousands of followers, or they don't have hundreds of followers. Let's say. Just say you have like I don't know. For example, my Instagram, every picture I post, I get 20 to 30 likes. It's not a lot, but to me, I know 20 or 30 people that actually fuck with like my shit. Now, if I was to go into the wider world now and be like, okay, yeah, so I'm gonna show this big designer or this somebody that I admire my Instagram portfolio or whatever, knowing that I only have a couple likes, is that something that you would want to show them, or do you think that you would say, okay, maybe I refrain from that,
No.
I'll show them this?
100%. Do not focus on numbers. Numbers means nothing. Nothing. Just because you get 50 likes or 10 likes on one photo, you need to be confident with what it is that you're putting out there, regardless. And you need to know if it's one person showing up to your event, it's still that one person. Give that person 100% yourself and your work. It doesn't matter about the 1,000 likes that you get on one photo, because that photo could be shit. And these days, people are paying for likes, following, everything.
Is that real?
No, for real.
People paying for likes.
I've heard stories, but I didn't know.
No, they are.
Paying for likes.
Everything.
What? So how much does it cost to get 1,000 likes?
I don't know.
What, $5?
I don't.
If it's a fiver, Kobe, I'm gonna get involved.
Well, honestly, I know there's a lot of pressure at the moment with the whole social media following, and you know, if you have over 100k followers, it means you've made it. No, it doesn't.
I don't think that. I think that it's who's following you.
Of course.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel sometimes I feel like I may get, for example, I said 20 or 30 likes. I mean, consistently I get that because I know there's 20 or 30 people that are actually checking for me. But to me, it's about who's following. So I know if this DJ is following me, that's serious.
Exactly.
If this artist is following me, if this person who's an influencer is following me and liking my shit, then it doesn't matter to me whether it's 20 or 30 people. As long as those people who actually can make a difference are following me, that's what gives me my what do they call it? Dopamine. That's what's giving me my dopamine hit. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I definitely hear what you're saying, and I would like to just say to everybody that's out there that really feels like I want to make a difference in this world, follow your advice.
Just do it. I mean, life is too short to be caring about what everyone else is doing. You do what you need to do. At the end of the day.
That's nice.
I feel like a woman who wears my style is definitely one who feels that tiny bit more confident than we were yesterday. Because it's different from the norm. 2, it's quality at the end of the day.
Quality is important.
Of course. 3, it's coming into that world of elegance and, you know, just things that are more sophisticated and imaginative at the end of the day. So when I have people wearing my stuff, it's one where I enjoy it because it's like from bloggers and everyone else wearing it, it's like seeing them style it in a way that I wouldn't even think it was. It means that it's their own creativity and it's something that I'm encouraging others to have. So they're playing with themselves, they're understanding their identity and how it can shift from one thing to another. I want it to be fun, you know. Clothes is not, fashion isn't serious, it's not, and it's not supposed to be, it's creative.
We eat it and we tell him out of 10, 1. If it's rubbish, we give him a 0, a 0. If it's nice, we give him a 10, a Vegetables, 8 out of 10.
Tea.
Love, I'ma say 7. I'ma say 7, but Auntie Joyce, yeah, just blow all on the out the water. Auntie Joyce will fuck up anybody.
Yeah.
I'ma say the chicken color. Alright, 8 out of 10. There's a little bit of chicken, a little bit of rice.
No, my chicken's like
Kobe, you give it a like, fam.
You what?
It's nice, but it's not real jerk though.
Oh, for real?
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10, fam.
Okay.
Because it tastes good,
Yeah.
but it's not jerk chicken.
It's not jerk. What would you think?